Are you saying Family View? What?
I forgot to vote today. Even better than I expected. Tough choice. No, it is a tough choice between those two. I guess the thing with Cuphead is I already expected it to be good, so I was skeptical of Sonic Mania.
Get on, getting on. The monsters murmur and mutter, spit and snarl. They're deciding what best defines you as a monster.
Take a nap!
I think this is a part where the game can end early, but I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. After a while, the muttering stops, though the murmuring goes on for some time longer. Finally, the assembled monsters come to a decision.
Well, what is it?
The ring of monsters shuffles closer to you, forming a tighter circle. Elders loom over you, while the smaller adults crouch low. Your surroundings grow shadowy and dark. The monsters hold you in some respect.
Good for them!
Everyone says you're known for your honesty. No doubt about that. Elder says, we're going to give you a tricky task to prove your honesty, but we actually couldn't think of anything.
Insist that your honesty is beyond reproach.
Requires honesty. True! The circle erupts with affirmations. A great gangly elder claps you on the back and says, you do tend to speak honestly.
Now tell them everything you say is a lie!
Yup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah! This game is very face.
You are an adult now. You'll grow stronger over time, but your personality is no longer as mutable as it was when you were young. That means that...
Your personality doesn't increase or decrease as much.
Right. Merp. I remember that scene before being different when I played it.
It probably depends on which things you have.
No, like, it was always a different type of event.
Ah! What's the other way?
Explore.
The world's exploding! Oh no!
I hate when that happens.
Alright. This looks like a Flash game.
Oh, yeah.
Mans.
Balfog and Gritmitten are arguing in the street over a cat. They both want kitty croquettes for lunch.
So what's the problem?
Balfog says he caught the cat, but Gritmitten says it was in his larder before it got out. Both monsters turn to you as a neutral party to decide. Balfog holds the cat close, stroking it absently. The cat mews and rubs its head against his chitinous gripper. You still can't get into it. You're able to persuade Balfog to give Gritmitten the cat's tail, so that's something. Gritmitten thanks you for your intercession.
Poor kitty.
Yeah.
That's 2 aminals we've had brutalized. Ah!
Ooh. Yeah, quickly. Find blots hitting a dented alarm clock. Why have bells that don't ring? Is this some kind of riddle? Before he can answer, he throws the clock over his shoulder and glowers at it.
Stomp all over it for fun!
Monsters are weird.
Try to fix it.
You pick up the clock and examine it with care. It's so complicated, more complicated than anything a monster has ever made. And that includes monsterlings, using cogs and gears and levers. You know, it's so complicated that you might get your claws caught inside it, or get a spring to the eye, or accidentally hurt blots, or hurt blots on purpose for that matter. Clocks are dangerous. You turn the key around, it makes a clicking noise, then the bells go ding. Not bad. It's getting harder to turn though.
Aw, broke.
You turn the key some more. It resists for a moment. You turn it harder, and boing! Whoops! Pieces everywhere. You pick yours out of your mouth and help Blots clean up the blood out of his eyes. You hurt Blots.
But was it on purpose or accident? That's what's important to know. Foot.
You and Nash Nash encounter the Proud Bear. See, whenever I played, Nash Nash is dead at this point. This is an honor and a problem. The proud bear has killed monsters, something rare in the animal kingdom. He stares at you. The bear is so potent that it deserves capital letters when being referred to.
Why are being referred into capital?
He shines from within, radiating a light invisible to the eye, but plain to the heart. Spooky. Ooh. The bear seems to have read your smallest motion as though you had shot at your intentions. He stands on his hind legs and gives you a little bow. The bear nods. Nash squeals in delight at this exchange of honor. She says, "This is going to be good." The bear seems to have read... Oh. The bear fights efficiently. It is almost a match for you in Nash's frantic claw swipes. You see it in. You leap, making every blow the best you've thrown. The proud bear counters them all, genuinely trying to end you, until he stops. Suddenly he's lying there before you, helpless. You back off and let the bear get up. He bows low to you, then totters off. Back in Omen, Nash regales everyone with stories of your bravery. You beat up a bear.
It's good.
The bear likes getting beat up.
And we saved a man from deading.
Nash?
Yeah.
It's a lady. Wild
A
chickens
lady
are
from
back in.
deading.
Wild chickens are back in season. As delicious as they are mean. They're loose within the whale mist, and the monsters are all hunting them down.
Pfft, chickens? Lame. Forget about it.
I just beat up a bear. Oh. Well, everyone feasts. You're enjoying a soup made of crushed eggs and eggshells. Nash hoots at you as she walks by with a brace of bloody birds in her claw.
Okay.
That didn't go well.
Well, that's a waste.
A pack of monsters sets out to capture the honeyed bees. A special swarm that carries its hive along with it in small pieces. That sounds impractical. The sweet odor of rich honey is everywhere along the forest trails. So she says, "Me first, and I'm not sharing either. It's every monster for herself today." Nash nods and flexes her claws as everyone splits up. You brush aside the swarm and return home with a delicious honeycomb. Even better, it's studded with crunchy bees! A few hundred stings are a small price to pay for this sweetness.
Snack again.
It's good. The snake moon is rising in the sky. It's time to gather snakes for the ritual.
Snake moon?
Sometimes the full moon has shadows on it, and that's got to mean something. Monsters celebrate these shadows with snake soup. Snake
Okay.
juice. Wander the fields near Whale Mist. It's easy to catch snakes. But every time you reach for another one, some of them squirm out of your grasp. Most of your snakes are getting away! Everyone claps for you when you arrive, with 3 live snakes hanging from you by their fangs. The venom hardly stings at all.
Hashtag NBD.
Snakes are added to the cauldron along with a mass of other snakes, some writhing and others lying still. just getting some snakes.
No big deal. Why is that Finn, the human?
It's Shadow Finn, the Shadow.
Broken arm.
The spine doctor's treating 2 injured monsters in Portland Square. She breaks off her own quills and uses them like sewing needles. A little iron pot boils over a small fire, but it's just water. The doctor seems to have run out of something. She's Myrnis's cousin twin, and has many pointy bits all over her body, hence the spine doctor. She is an ancient monster, older even than an elder, and has healed the sick for many years.
I thought it meant that she used spines.
She breaks off her own... Oh.
Ah.
I want to get hurt. You join the spine doctor, who accepts your help approvingly. How will you aid her? You could just be a dick, apparently. Well, that's always an option, you know?
Is anything worth stealing?
It's sticky work. You pinch shut the wounds and staunch the bleeding long enough for the doctor to ready a healing salve. You already get the respect.
Invisible.
You hear Gritmitten telling younger monsters about the human that almost killed him. It's the pointy parts that get you, he says. Anyway, always wait until the knife is pointing somewhere else. Then run away. He turns to you and says, "Isn't that right?" That second one seems like a good way to lose honesty. Oh.
The third one's a way to lose honesty.
You go on for a while about how you once took a human knife, perhaps 10 feet long, and cleaved the earth in twine to create the inclement crag. Everyone's suitably impressed.
Okay, game. If you say so.
Video games.
Let's see what Finn the Human's up to.
He's the fast sloth. Is tearing roofs off hovels. Elders and larger adults charge at it, but it beats them back with his deceptively slow arms. The sloth hardly seems to move, but it slaps you with a set of claws as big as your entire body. When you wake up, the sloth is gone. The other monsters, also recovering from the fight, thank you for helping. Damn it, fast sloth!
Blood.
You stalk the forest, hunting an elusive swift elk. Suddenly emerges from the underbrush, lowering its antlers and pawing at the ground. It's going to charge! That makes sense. The elk charges, and you duck under it, slashing a hole in its chest. But instead of a heart, you find nothing. The elk turns, catches you with its antlers, and flings you into a tree.
What the?
The elk bounds away. It's unkillable! You keep chasing the elk until it pauses to drink from a stream. Then you spring at it without fear, tear it limb from limb, head from body, antler from skull.
Rower.
Its pieces are still twitching as you devour them. You're filled with a strange heat, but it soon fades. Because the meat was magical.
Oh.
The other monsters comment on the new swagger in your step as you return to Omen. Eat the elk, guys, especially if it doesn't have a heart.
Ah! Oh! He's yelling at whoever this is. That's what's going on.
It's a cave that looks like a mouth. Just for the whale mist, you notice the air smells faintly of gingery bread. There. And there's a flock of very fat birds pecking a trail of crumbs that winds through the trees. Okay then. It leads along twisting paths you never knew existed. Deep in the forest, you come across a rickety human house which smells of baked goods. You hear human speech. 2 children are babbling nearby.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought that was like that.
The human children look very tired and very thin, but their bellies bulge as if they'd just eaten a huge meal. They're so weak that you don't fear for your life being so close. Smoke begins to pour from the windows of the house. The children flee deeper into the forest, laughing. As flames rise to engulf the whole house, you hear an adult human screaming inside. It was Hansel and Gretel.
So we could have eaten. So we could have changed the entire story.
Well, the ending.
It's
Yeah.
eh.
A flock of geese are in the square. No honk one can talk honk above the din honk. Nash Nash screams. Oh. Last one to drive them away is the loser. She's on that human scooter she found. I mean, I know what I would do, but...
Honk? Is that what you
That's
would
what
do?
I would do. Not you too. Sheesh.
Honk.
Oh, okay. It's just a little silly. You run to Hamrag's hovel and borrow the fox pelt he uses as a doormat.
Oh, another dead animal.
Plonking on your head, you run towards the geese, growling and yipping. The geese swarm you. Uh-oh. You have 2 good options. Try to out-honk them. You bite a goose in two and grab 3 more, creating a tornado of feathers. Nash Nash jumps off the scooter and joins in the feast. Shibnitz, mouthful.
You win,
Yeah,
is
I
what
know.
he's saying.
You eat a goose.
Let's eat a goose. Puddle?
Goopin. Your neighbor, the elder monster Eulalia, walks slowly in the direction of the Brood Cave. She's one of your next door neighbors, but she's much older than you. Months and months. She has tough skills and eyes of several different sizes.
That's cool.
As she passes down the road, some of the other elders nod to her. They then go to the hovel and start smashing things.
It's good.
Greedblitz stops tearing apart Elalia's dining room table and says she's feeling herself beginning to dissolve. She's going to release herself and become one with the slime in the spawning vat. You're going to be remembered, Eulalia, and we'll see a bit of you in every monsterling from now on. Eulalia wipes a slimy tear from one of her smaller eyes and sniffs. Eulalia, she squishes. Her body is already starting to break down